Hello and thank you for your time. Welcome to part 2 of this video where we'll be talking about the life classification guide, which is a system that enables us to be able to create room for more of the things that we believe that God has created us to do in our life. This is a life adjustment program that enables us to just accommodate those new things into our life. And the case study has been driven from the book titled Diamond Believer. The chapter is chapter 7. And that is about the chapter is chapter 7, yes, which talks about making room, depth in God, making room for more. And we looked at the book of Proverbs chapter 24, and we talked about the life classification guide. So let me just do a little bit of a recap, and then we then go on to it. Making room for more, and we made a reference to the book of Proverbs chapter 24, verses 3 to 4, and we give an example of we give the analogy of a house that is on one level, like a bungalow, as seen our life being represented by a metaphorical house with 7 rooms, 3 to the left, 3 to the right of the hallway, and then the one about the legacy right ahead. And we went into what each of the room represents. Room number 1 is about our spiritual growth, relationship with God, and the key word there is spiritual growth. Room number 2 is about our personal development. The key word there is personal development with 3 chairs: mind, health, and appearance. Room number 3 is about family. The key phrase there is family life, which talks about your future spouse or spouse, your future children or children, and the home. Room number 4 is the ministry, which is the key phrase there is serving others or service to others, with 3 chairs in it. Chair number 1 for extended family, chair number 2 for Christians, chair number 3 for non-Christians, and then in room number 4. Room number 5 is the one about finances, and the key phrase there is financial stewardship. Chair number 1 for livelihood, chair number 2 for savings, chair number 3 for investment, and room number 6 is for vocation, and the key phrase there is impact through work. Chair number 1 is about assignments that you have been called to do. These have definite start and end date. Chair number 2 is systems and people that you have been called to monitor. These are things that will probably be cyclical. Chair number 3 are the result you need to deliver. And then we have the room number 7 of legacy, and the key phrase there is future generation. Chair number 1 is about the people you have been assigned to impact. Chair number 2 is about the content which you use to impact. Chair number 3 is the method of mass communication in which you will use. Each of these rooms in the metaphorical house represent your life, giving you the opportunity to increase your knowledge in God and understanding of yourself, and fill every aspect of your life with all precious things. So, what are you required to do with all this information? So, number 1, we encourage you to assign one day of the week and a specific time to pay attention to a room. So assign a day, consider your lifestyle and see which of the day you can focus on an aspect of the room in your life classification guide. So for example, if Sunday is your planning day for the week, then that could be your self day because you use it to plan. Or you could just say if Sunday, because of church, that could be your spiritual development day. And once you've done that, we encourage you to assign a time of the day where you focus on this particular area of your life. So, for example, if you are able, so you can choose a time of the day where you think you are most productive. So if you're an early bird and you're thinking 5 a.m. in the morning is when you'll be able to spend on your life classification guide, which means if Sunday is your self day, 5 a.m. on Sunday is when you used to go into your self-development room. Think about your mind. What are the things you want to expand on in your mind? Think about your health and wellness, things that has to do with your health and fitness, and then think about your appearance. That is a day in which you can deal with that as well. We also then encourage for you to assign a place. So you're assigning a day of the week, 1, you're assigning a time of the day, 2, and you're assigning a place for it. Because whenever you have a location and a duration for something specific, you are more likely not to be distracted, and you are more likely to be consistent with it. Then, during that period when you spend, during the day, the time, and the place that you spend for one aspect of your life, we encourage you to do 3 things. Number 1, pray. Pray for God to reveal His will to you in that particular area of your life. Ask God to give you wisdom and the right decisions in that particular area. Even that could even be a time you can read scriptures, any spiritual book around there, because you want to develop yourself spiritually in that particular area. The second thing is for you to document. Write down your encounters with God in that area. This helps for your future reference as well. And number 3, act. Write down what you need to do. If you cannot do it immediately, schedule a time to do it and ask someone. Make yourself accountable to someone for it. And that is what you do about how to create more room using the life classification guide. Finally, I want to encourage you, share what you have learned. From experience, I've discovered that whatever we share, we are more likely to retain. That's just the way in which it works. Well, that is the life classification guide for you. And I'm expecting that what you then do from here is to, now that you have an understanding of this life classification guide, whatever it is you are working on or the way your lifestyle is, I want to encourage you to then just choose which day of the week you're going to focus on which one. So for me personally, as at the time of this recording, Monday is my self day. So I do a lot of my planning, a lot of my health checks on Mondays, and anything relating to my appearance, my wardrobe for the week, I choose it on Monday. And I have a time of the day in which I will normally do this. I normally do this around 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. depending on how my day is going. On Tuesday is my vocation day. That's when I review my career and my everything to do with everything regarding my vocation, my career, the businesses that I run. Wednesday is my legacy day. That is when I reach out to the people that I believe I've been called to impact. Thursday is my family day. That's when I review my relationships with my wife and my children, support my children in their homework. This week I'm going to be supporting my daughter with her chemistry homework. I'm going to hang out with my wife. Now, don't get me wrong. I do all those things every day, but there is a day in which I say this is my main focus. Friday is my God day, because on that day I'm a person of faith. I go to church on Friday and I use that to just develop myself spiritually. Saturday is my finance day because I'm normally around. I can review the finances or explore other ways of managing my livelihood or protecting my savings or nurturing the investments that I have. And I use Sunday personally as my ministry day because I'm a minister. I know I use that day to minister to other people and to members of my extended family. That's an example of how I run mine. Now, you don't have to do it the same way I've done mine. You just have to do what works for you. Remember, once again, that doesn't mean you don't do those things any other day. I pray every day, even though Friday is my God day. I do things to plan myself and develop myself every day, even though Monday is the specific day. I hang out with my family and connect with them as many times of the week that I'm able to, even though Thursday is my family day. You get a gist. So, a recap for mine. Monday is my self day. Tuesday is my vocation day. Wednesday is my legacy day. Thursday is my family day. Friday is my faith day or God day. Saturday is my finance day, and Sunday is my ministry day. So now you decide which one works for you. So you decide on the day of the week that work for you regarding that particular area. You choose the time of the day that works for you, and you choose a place, because whatever you commit time and place to, you are more likely to do it. Hope you have found this useful, and the whole aim is to create room for you to be able to put in your life the things that you know God has created for you to do without being limited by the demands of life. Have you ever heard that phrase, life happens? Well, I want to make sure that life happens, but you still do the things that you have been called to do. Let me leave this with you as well. Nature abhors a vacuum. Whatever you create room for in your life will eventually make it into your life. If you want to write a book, make a room towards writing the book. Eventually, you are going to become an author. If you want to receive a degree, make your room in your life for that degree. Eventually, you are going to be graduating for that degree. If you want a loved one in your life, make a room in your life for a loved one to come in. Eventually, it will show up in your life. Why? Because nature abhors a vacuum. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for your time.